Yo, what up, Street Talks there, Kim? So, the thought. A lot of people are trying to be happier, more productive, blah, blah. And what is one of the greatest joys in life? I actually would say that walking and being able to walk is probably one of the greatest joys in life. I know for myself, if I had a choice of watching like a movie or, jerking off to Netflix or whatever, I would far prefer going on a walk. And I mean, even pre-COVID, the problem was most of us, indoors all day, whatever. And actually the notion of walking is kind of not really encouraged. And also a lot of us live in the burbs where it's actually really not possible to walk. There's really nowhere to go to walk. But if your personal life goal is to be maximally happy or uplifted or whatever, it seems to be able to walk a lot is good. So currently I'm here in Providence, Rhode Island, and to me it's like a mini paradise here where I could just go on walks. I mean, it's pretty cool. Is that right now it's a nice cool evening, and just even having the privilege to walk is one of the greatest joys. I'm actually positively happier not owning a car. And just some practical life advice is that if you want to be maximally happier or productive or whatever in life, maybe the best thing you could do is live in a city or live in a place which actually allows you to walk as much as you can. And if you are actually fortunate enough to live in a place which is walkable, walk as much as you can too. And I know we're all living through COVID right now and stuff like that, put on your face mask or whatever, but yeah, just if you're just feeling a little bit depressed or anxious at home, it's so funny because so many people now are just they love to run, right? It's you have to go run because you got to exercise, you got to be productive, you got to put on your pedometer and your run show. I'm like, no dude, why don't more of us should just go on nice little walks and just enjoy the walk for the sake of the walk. And I think for me, one big benefit is thinking that walking shouldn't be exercise. Walking is just a really nice way to clear your head, clear your mind, and even a very practical tip: if you want to go on a nice walk, just don't take your phone with you. Just take your key or whatever and just leave the house and walk for as much or as little as you want. Sometimes I just walk around the block. It'll take me 5 minutes. Sometimes I'll go on a long walk for 1 to 2 or 3 hours, and there's no real point to it. Even our friend Nietzsche says, trust no thought that doesn't come to you while you're walking. Nassim Taleb has a quote, is to become a philosopher, start by taking long slow walks. And yeah, I think that's the big thing, is don't think of walking like exercise, and don't feel like it needs to be some sort of health duty or something like that. It's just kind of something you do for fun. And while you're walking, use this opportunity to make photos, to just think. And actually the irony is I think for the most part, I'm not really for pet ownership. I don't really care for pets too much, but certainly one of the good things about I guess having a dog is it just kind of gives you an excuse to walk, because you gotta walk the dog. I mean, no one's ever yo, I gotta walk myself or I gotta walk a human, but we gotta walk the dog. So it looks like those actually during COVID who have dogs that they need to walk is probably doing better in terms of physical and mental health. So yeah, I would just use this to encourage you. If you have the opportunity, walk more, walk on. And if you're trying to position your life in such a way to be happier, to be more uplifted and lifted, whatever it may be, try to opt to live in a city that allows for walking. Doesn't have to be somewhere super duper fancy. I like living here in Providence. Is a good location. Or if you live in the burbs, just drive your car to a nice park, go on a nice little walk, and realize that there just doesn't need to be any purpose to it. Some tips about walking. I personally don't like to walk with headphones on because A, I don't want to get run over, and B, if I'm listening to music or a podcast when I'm walking, it kind of blocks out my inner dialogue or my inner thoughts. And so even for me, some of my best creative ideas come to me while I'm walking. So I use walking as a way for ideation, coming up with new ideas and stuff like that. And then maybe it could work for you, maybe it won't, but certainly worth a try. So you watch this video or read it, whatever, go on a nice little walk, enjoy life, and yeah, know that the best blessing we have in life is our 2 feet.